It's Claire here today, again offering a website review for this time Yarraman Caravan Park and Cabins for Tanya. So Tanya, this caravan park, this website has been a pleasure to navigate. It's comprehensive but it's also very simple as well. So that's what I love about it. It's not cluttered, but it has a plethora of information, which is really, really great. There are a few suggestions that I have for you for navigating your site that would really help with search engine optimization and also the user experience. The biggest thing that I noticed was just hitting dead ends on your website, which we don't want to have a web page where there are nowhere else for your user to navigate to. So not in your for your homepage, but more so for your accommodation page and some of your other pages. So let's just start with your homepage. My first question was, I think maybe this photo may be squished. Just notice that this is cut off a little bit and isn't really in line with your hero images on your other pages of your site. So that would be my first question, whether or not this is meant to be a little bit bigger. I do love this little booking widget too, which is really great. It's really simple, and I would recommend to have this booking widget on other pages of your site too, because it's just so easy to use and very minimalistic. So when we scroll down here, what I would recommend is, I know that you have reviews that are further down your page, but having a review here would just really it's a really good first impression. Another thing that you could do here is definitely think about your unique selling proposition and detail that. So if you do have a unique selling proposition, write it here exactly what it is that you are offering. And this might be your unique selling proposition. But if you have something that's different, then definitely incorporate that too here in your first paragraphs. Another idea too is to bold some of the writing here, just to help break it up a little bit and help people to digest and read certain bits. So in other words, like taking the sites of the South Burnett and Northern Downs region or something like that. So just think about highlighting particular words or a series of words, just to help to break it up and for people to digest, like 2 hours from Brisbane, etc. So scrolling down, we've got our sites and accommodation. So once again, another place, a really great place for a strategically placed review, something that really backs up what it is that you're offering. So affordable camping, caravan accommodation, blah, blah, blah. Cooking, you talk about facilities, cabins for, couples, deluxe cabins. So choosing something that really stands out as a one-liner or two-liner, great punchy review here that really backs up what it is that you're saying here. There is a lot of text here, so I would recommend, if it's possible, to try and shorten it a little bit. People don't tend to read so much anymore, but the other option too is to bold bits as well, like I suggested. The other thing that you can do as well is link text too. So you've got like deluxe cabins, you've got cooking facilities. So obviously you can link this to your facilities pages or your park features and so forth. You could dot point this as well, just to help break it up a little bit, and bold this, just visually making that a little bit more digestible and readable. So it's great you've got these call to actions here that go and explore. So you can see here that the user has got somewhere to go, and this is the first port of call that you're offering them something to click on. So cabins and sites, which is great. Scroll down a little bit more, discover the area. Wonderful. It's really great. This button obviously leads to your discover page, which is really comprehensive and wonderful. So also then going into your facilities as well. So that's great. And then we've got what our guests say. So I would definitely recommend to date these. You've got them named and you've got them the source, but I definitely would recommend to date them as well. So we just want to make sure that you're using these reviews. We know that they're really good for conversion, having that third-party endorsement, but we would just want to make sure that the reviews aren't like 5 or 10 years old, because especially with caravan parks, things can change so quickly. So we just want to make sure that that is that they are dated. So when we head up and we head to our accommodation page, we can see that on the accommodation page, just waiting for this to load. So the accommodation page, just waiting for that to load. Yeah, the accommodation page, we can see that once again, great place for a review as well. And then obviously here are all your accommodation choices. So yeah, this is all great. You can book online, fantastic. And then once we head down the bottom, we can see here that there's nothing else for people to click on. So this is a great opportunity to pop in something that's similar to your homepage about exploring the region. So if someone isn't yet ready to book, you've got that information there for them to go and have a look. Okay, what else is around the region? You know, you've got so much information here that, for example, the driving tours or something that you could pop in a few call to actions down the bottom here. So if people aren't yet ready to book, they've got somewhere else that they can go to explore on your website. Okay, so park features. What we've got going on here is once again like park features, but we do notice like this is great. You know, it's like easily digestible once again, but there's nowhere else that they can click to go anywhere else. So once again, like thinking about that call to action, what can you lead people to? Perhaps even that booking widget down the bottom here, or a summary of your accommodation or something where people can lead to go to somewhere else on your website. And then, so once again, you've got the Discover page, which is really great. So much information there. Once again, really great spot for a review as well, where people can talk about how accessible it was, that all of the things to do and see around the region, and how it made someone's stay really great. And once again, thinking about those call to action buttons. So it's great that you've got stuff here. But perhaps you could have something else that, where you go to park features or something else. So we just got to always think about that user experience. So there's heaps of more information here on your website. And as I said, it's really beautiful and easy to navigate. So we just want to make sure that if you do add to your pages, it still keeps in line with that really nice, streamlined, seamless, uncluttered experience that you're offering. But other than that, your website is, it's really, really lovely to navigate. I'm not too sure what's happening down here, something a little bit weird. But yeah, just make sure that the biggest thing is incorporating reviews throughout your site, dating them, naming them, sourcing them, and then also making sure that there's no dead ends on each page of your website.